Hi. Okay, so in our introduction, we talked about becoming a woman that was able to rise in the midst of chaos and darkness. And then in my last video, I asked you, what makes you beautiful? And so you might be wondering, what does becoming a warrior have to do with how you see yourself in the mirror? And so as Holly points out in her book, if she were the enemy of the world, trying to overthrow God's elect, the first thing that she would do was make the people question their ability, doubt their purpose, and focus on their weaknesses so they would never harness their strength. And you might remember that the Bible calls Satan the father of lies. He's the father of deception. And if he can make us question God's love for us, if he can make you look in the mirror and see failure, if he can get you to doubt who you are, then he might stop you from fulfilling your purpose. And so, again, poses the question, what determines what beautiful is? Do you look at society? If you're asking the media what makes you beautiful, then their answer is going to be just superficial. It's going to be just the outward appearance. And we can change the outward appearance. We can dye our hair. We can put on makeup. We can even do surgery and do drastic things to make our appearance change. But is that really going to change what's inside? And isn't that really where beauty is? Isn't that really the core of where it lies? And so what we need to do as Christians is really look to the Lord. And what does he say about us? What does the Bible say about who we are in Christ? And so if you look into Romans 8, there's a passage there that really talks about you becoming God's, and the people of God can cry out to God and call him Abba, Father. And they can go to him and they're called children and heirs. And as heirs, we're God's elect, and we're going to inherit the things of him. And so you really have to know what your stance is. In Exodus 19, it says that we are a kingdom of priests and a holy nation. In Leviticus 19, it calls us to be holy, for he is holy. And so if you really realize your calling from God in your life, and realize that the things that we need to focus on aren't just outward appearances, then we'll know that we can conquer anything through the Lord. I'm going to read you what Holly wrote. If I can get on the right page. Okay. If we are to become effective warriors, the first war we must win is the war to believe that we are beautiful. And these battles are fought on the inside. We can certainly change the outward appearance and use weapons to wage a war against aging, but unless we conquer the battle to see ourselves as beautiful, external changes won't help us. And so that's the whole point. Again, she petitions us to be warriors. But to become that, you have to know what your stance is in God. You have to know that your strength comes from the Lord. And it's not those things that we can change, but those things that we can grow in. And so, as we enter into chapter 2, we're called on a journey to start taking those steps to becoming strong and becoming a warrior for the Lord. I'll see you in chapter 2.